Okay, welcome again to my rail base with my city blocks that are too small. This is the 248K mod run. This is episode 21. We're on kind of a ribbon, and we got a little rail base, a rail grid base with city blocks that are so small that builds are going to spill over from one grid to the next. But that's fine. This is the thing we were working on last time, which gives us a bunch of, like, fiberglass. I don't really have anything specifically to do with fiberglass itself at the moment, other than fiberglass reinforced plastic, which is what's going to go over here, which we'll do, like, basically now. In between, I did efficiency module these crushers, because these things take a lot of energy, and I should probably check... Yeah, these things are also... I'm going to need to efficiency module these as well, aren't I? I think also the beacons don't need to exist here at the moment. We'll remember that these beacons can go back here later to speed all of this up. But I just don't see us needing that much stuff right now. Whereas these things can all get... Yeah, these are now 400 kilowatts without the beacons, and I probably don't need the throughput yet. And I've got, what, how many of these things do I have? 16? Yeah, so the efficiency modulating those and taking out the beacons probably saved us about 30 megawatts, which is, like 10% of our total power budget, so that's, power usage, so that's fine. Why are these trains not here? Because this is... Oh, this is not even a... Yeah, that's not a gas station, so let's find a gas station by copying one we got over here. And that can go, yeah, paste that there, and then this is also not wired to the tank, is it? So let's wire it to the tank. And then does it get to the... It does get the train that's arriving, and it gets the condition. So that's pretty cool. That's what we wanted. Why does this one not have a coal train arriving? This is... Okay, because it doesn't have... Because the train doesn't have the thing. Okay. This is the train that's going to help us run down the starter coal patch. Full to empty? Yeah, that's going to do what we want. Okay. So now we should have the things that we want, and we should be able to go and build ourselves a bunch of... What is this stuff? Fiberglass reinforced plastic, sure. In a compound material facility, which I have. So let's look at this recipe and see what it needs. Okay, plastic. I mean, these are mostly things we knew about. Yeah, this is why we're making the plastic here, because I also need gas. And it makes 5 fiberglass a second and takes 5 plastic a second. And one of these things, I think I'm going to put it here. Yeah, these guys will take... These will make 2 a second. If I have... Let's do something like this. Because that means that this will... Okay, so each of these guys will make 2 a second. So we'll have 4 a second like this. This guy probably also wants... Yeah, this guy may as well have efficiency modules, sure. And then... Yeah, to help get these guys up to 5 a second, let's... I mean, this is still not going to be 5 a second, but we'll module those guys like this, and then if I do something like that, then I've also still got beacon space in here that will hit everything later if I do want to end up making that faster. Okay, so pretty happy with that plan, and then the question is, where does everything else go? Needs to go there. We'll have... Let's have one of these poles to help it to connect things. And yeah, so we're going to have... I think I'm pretty happy with this as a plan. This direct insertion ratio, this is probably more inserters than I need. This is also so that I don't forget to add inserters when I do eventually beacon stuff later. I'm imagining I beacon stuff later, not really sure. But then the question is, how many of these little blocks do we want? This guy's doing 5 a second. Okay, and then how many of these, how quickly is this stuff coming out is the other question. These guys are doing 1 every 2 seconds, and I've got like 16 here, so that's, with these 2 banks, this is a full yellow belt, except I was also expecting to beacon these and go a little faster. Yeah, which is why there's 2 belts here, yeah. Okay, let's keep efficiency modulating these things. Yeah, the mall is still building these guys, which is why they're not all doing... I wonder if I can do the... Yeah, we'll see if that moduling on the ground trick works, and then Yeah, what was I doing about this? Yeah, I don't know what I was doing about that. I think we're just going to ignore that for the moment. Maybe this guy here is also just permanently unhappy. Or maybe I just get rid of this... Let's just get rid of the rubber port. Yeah, I mean, because I've still got... There's now a sliver in here which is going to be unhappy, but, you know, whatever. Okay, so let's go and... Yeah, so I've got slightly more than one belt, don't I? Yeah, I think I was expecting to get about... maybe 20 of these per second. Which, if this guy is doing 5 per second, means that I want 4 of these, which I want to kind of line up with... Can I line it up here? Because if I can line up the gas with... yeah, if I can line up the gas with this line here, then... Oh, I didn't give... Yeah, I didn't give these guys a bunch of undergrounds that I want. Let's do that, and then we'll copy all of this again. Then you guys can connect... Yeah, that'll connect there. These guys are actually not connecting to any of these things. Okay, sure. Wait. So this is going to do that, which is fine, and then this thing should get built. I think the thing I want to check before the bots turn up to build this thing is where is it going on a train? Didn't the red chips have a train station that I liked? Kind of. Pretty basic train station. Is this going to leave me... If I have this thing there, is it going to leave me enough space? Probably, maybe. Where is... Yeah, because getting the one into this thing is going to be a little annoying, is it? Because I'm going to have... Maybe I do move it back a bit. I can move it back 2 squares pretty easily. I have to line up the... Yeah. Have to line up this thing again. But also that's not going to be a big deal. Like we just did it. And then all these things might also connect to... Yeah, these things are connecting here as well, so whatever. Because this means that I can have... Like, I don't know how that stuff is getting out yet, but we're going to have one thing here and then one thing here. This is already a little bit of a mess, but I think I'm okay with it. Like so... Okay, so I've got these 2 belts of stuff coming in. I'm expecting 2 belts of stuff coming out. Do bots have these at all? Maybe I have all of them. Because, yeah, so it's a 1-to-1 inputs to outputs, which means I should also expect to have 2 belts of this stuff coming out here. This is, yeah. Can I move this to the right a bit? Or to the left? Yeah, pretty easily, actually. Do I want to pump out of one of these things instead? Not sure. Okay, sorry bots. Might change your mind about that again. And move that to, say... Here, that's only 1 square. This is... yeah, whatever, put it there. That should hopefully give me... I mean, how busy are the bots at the moment? The bots are... yeah, still getting all their things done. They need to change this around a little, get a little more. And then we need to plug this thing in again, because changing that all the time is a great move, isn't it? There we go, we're just going to do that. And then all of that will end up getting built. Then we've got, yeah, there's a splitter here, so I don't need to worry about balancing these. It's kind of already balanced. Can I get... there and then... here, and if I go underground like so, and have these 2... Actually, I may as well use these power poles. Where am I connecting this? That's actually going to connect there just fine. Yeah, so can I now do... Is that... I don't actually have belt on me. There's not a whole lot of places I can pick up belt either, which is a little bit frustrating. I want to check that this guy... Actually, can I check that guy? Don't I have train stations here? Yeah, this guy, yeah, that is on the side that I wanted to be on. So these two will get a side of belt each to play with exclusively. These guys, pretty much this whole thing again, then wants to be here, except these ones won't exist. And then... yeah, then we're... okay, maybe it doesn't go like that at all. Maybe it goes... can it go here? Can I make this less ugly? I think I can. Yeah, I think that's going to be... is that less ugly? Am I just going to walk away and not worry about it again? That's probably the... yeah, that's going to have to be... disappointing. Oh well, never mind. Yes, that's going to connect there. These guys are going to get all their stuff. The bot's going to bring all this in. That should be... almost everything we need. No, because this entire thing here is in the wrong place. Cool. Okay. In that case, we get to do all of this again. That's a good time. This thing actually needs to be lined up with this thing. Yeah, because the train station is actually on this end in front of the train signal. Yeah. So cool. Good job lining all those up. This is still going to also need a combinator thing. Like so. Are these... yeah, it looks like these boxes are all linked. And this is going to be the... this is going to be the station that has fiberglass. And maybe sometime it will even get fiberglass. Not that fiberglass, actually. This fiberglass reinforced plastic, which I'm just going to have a short name for. We will overlook the fact that it doesn't actually have fiberglass. At some point I need to line all those things up, but whatever. Yeah, so that means we can do a much better job of lining this up. This is better. Yep. All of that can go like that. This thing can join here? Yeah, sure. And then this one can be not quite as annoying. Okay. Yeah, this is... that worked out well. I mean, other than getting it wrong the first time, this is a station's... yeah, this interface here I'm much happier about. Okay, so let's throw these carriages in. We're gonna have stuff on a train. Actually, let's cut this first. Does it? I don't actually think it matters. Because there's a strong chance that one of the side gets it first, and then a bunch of this stuff gets all of the things. But I think also this... I think this build is going to sit here doing basically nothing for so long because we're not using it that it's not really going to be a big deal. Yeah, I think it's just going to be full by the time we need it. I think this is going to be vastly... oh yeah, and that beacon trick, that module trick worked. Cool. I think this is going to be vastly more fiberglass plastic than I need for a while, but I'm also kind of okay with that. Summation... export this thing. Yeah. And then this thing can be greater than... I don't even know what this stacks to. I'm probably going to have a lot of it anyway. And I haven't made any of it yet because these guys haven't turned up with this stuff. Okay, whatever. That is going to be... we're going to call that build done. Don't have a fuel plan for this train. Could actually just run this down here and fuel this train with this coal. That's not a bad plan. But there's a bunch of other things to do. Because how are these guys going? Yeah, these expansions here are kind of what I was worried about. I wanted to get the rest of this in, and then move these defenses, these things, to kind of over here, hopefully before getting any of these expansions in, because there's currently no defense from this point all the way back to here. We're just being aggressive and expanding. There's also a couple of things that... this way, yeah. A couple of other things that I realized I needed to maul that I needed to mold slightly differently. Like that node we're going to call done, probably, and we're going to wander back. Where's a good place to be? Here? Because we got a couple of different things to maul. Is this all... Yeah, this is all working fine. Yeah, these guys need their modules. This is doing everything it should. We got a lot of fiberglass plastic. Fiberglass reinforced plastic. Yeah. So, of the various things to maul, this roboport, yeah, I suspected I was not getting enough roboports. I've got enough roboports now. But the thing is, these cogs here are... Actually, I'm covered on the wrong side. I kind of need to start at the other side. Yeah, this roboport is not getting a whole lot of cogs. And so I was wondering if there was a way that I could get these cogs also into this roboport. That's kind of not going to work, is it? I mean, because I could put another assembler over here, or I could just do something awful. And there we go. So this is going to now... This thing making cogs is also going to be able to support the roboport, which is kind of nice. I guess there's other ways I could do that. I mean, could I... Yeah, it's not a great lot of options for that. The other thing is I've also broken the stack inserters, haven't I? So let's do that thing, and now we'll have stack inserters getting the red chips they need. So those are the two maul things I broke, but also the maul is still kind of unhappy, because all the way down this side... Actually, I should be picking things up. There's things I need to handcraft, because I haven't automated them yet, for the next bit. That I will need all these things for. Yeah, there's... This, yeah, because the blue science is now faster, and we're now churning all of those things into engines faster because the beacons are doing a thing. Like, first off, blue science is nice and fast, and that's a thing. But also, this line here is basically no longer a thing. That's basically all going in there, and this one no longer exists, which means... Can I get... Actually, these two are... Yeah. Probably that should just be... Yeah, let's put it here. Put priority on the other side. Yeah, can I get one of these two feeds from the train station? Like, where do these actually go? Which of these do I actually... I think I can just go like this and go... You can just be fully recalled, and we'll figure out how to poke you in here. And it doesn't look like that's going to be too much of a difficulty. Though we might have to move this around a bit. Yeah, so managed to not get hit by trains there, that's always nice. So now we should have a station supplied feed here. This is balanced here. This is not lane balanced. Okay, let's go and add some lane balancing to these things. So that's lane balanced, and this one here also needs to... Yeah, happen differently, isn't it? A bunch of these things need to not be there. This one needs to go like there. Okay, so now both of these are lane balanced, which is nice. Let's also have this much of this thing happen here as well. We can just like pick this stuff up and like get out of... Just do all of that and paste this thing in. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Where is it supposed to go? There. That's where it's supposed to go. This, yeah. So that's going to lane balance both of those things. I did want to lane balance the steel as well, didn't I? Because I am using more than half a belt of it, and that stuff like this is naturally asymmetric. So I guess we do that as well, but that split is going to be here. Can I can lane balance the last two. Is that going to be... We'll just lane balance the last two, and we'll imagine there'll be no particular problems, and some of these will be... Yeah, this is potentially creating an uneven draw between the lanes, but I think that's probably still... Yeah, whatever. It's going to be fine. Well, like, what exactly is it set at? Less than 1.5k? Whatever. We'll imagine that's going to be fine. These things, yeah, okay. I guess we lane balance all of these. That's going to be the thing we do today. another of the things we do today. And then this is also going to be a place where we would otherwise struggle to fit all this stuff in. Do I still have this in my paste buffer? I do. Here's where it needs to go, but also some of the stuff needs to disappear, and then we put it back here. Then... yeah, okay. So that, hopefully... oh, because we broke everything and we're waiting on the bots to put that piece of belt in there, and other than that we're still not getting iron in there, but we should get iron in there eventually. The other thing I realized is I hope I have enough... I do hope I have enough rail to have all that work. The thing I realized is... yeah, so the long-term plan, or at least the medium-length plan, is we've now got... kind of got... let's actually connect these things to the train so that they're actually running. Yeah, we'll do that. I mean, it could have done it on the other side, but this is the thing I would like slightly more. We've now got this fiberglass plastic stuff, which we needed to make a bunch of things. Electric furnaces needed it, which is on the way to purple science. These stone miner things needed it, and the drills that the stone miners needed this as well. So this is going to give us a nice stone source, which is good because we didn't actually find all that much stone on the map, like not as much as I wanted. But the other thing that I was working towards when I was thinking about that is, yeah, now at this point, the next thing we're going to do, there's a bunch of tangents that all connect together, is go and connect this oil patch and start getting more petrochem from here, because with this gas usage, which is doing whatever... oh, I also needed to put these on another train, didn't I? Never mind. And then also this power grid usage, I suspect that my home petrochem, like this basic petrochem here, is not actually keeping up. And I need to go and get more gas, more light oil, and then also I want acid on the train, because there are a variety of things which... where is it? It's the rich water, isn't it? This... actually, with this hydrofluoric acid, yeah. There's a bunch of things that need this acid, that need sulfuric acid, and then also blue chips, I think, still need acid. Yeah, and then batteries, although I wasn't doing batteries like that, was I? And then maybe also nuclear power stuff, and things like that. We'll also need a new petrochem build. But before that... like, I still suspect the power grid... yeah, this is using more than 4 full belts of coal. And it would be good to get at least some of that being some kind of renewable energy. And I have talked about... yeah, when I have a choice... why do I have so many robots in my inventory? I must have picked a thing up. You just go there, and then I'll have some of these back. Yeah, I remember talking about... when I have a choice between vanilla stuff or mod stuff, I'm going to use mod stuff. But this struck me as... yeah, the mod recipe for solar panels is aluminium and concrete and things that I haven't... things that I've got kind of ad hoc builds of, but not a large amount of yet. Whereas it struck me that if I do that... because I'm kind of presuming that I've got enough rail at the moment, I can have a thing that makes coils here, and this will do a fairly nice job of helping to use up the copper from the starter patch, and then just this setting here has everything I already need, and you can just like put solar panels in here and we'll be fine. This probably wants prod mods instead of efficiency modules. But then the quick, is this actually well ratioed at all? How many does this need? Oh, that's actually really good. Like 15 circuits in 10 seconds. This recipe would normally be like 2 per second, so 20 in 10 seconds, except that I'm only getting 75% out because building speed, and so that's actually pretty well ratioed, except that this coils assembler is not really going to be keeping up with that. So if we do this, then now we've got... yeah, so this is probably still waiting on coils, but this is going to be a thing we're going to kind of smash together to try and get some decent number of basic solar panels. And I'll probably upgrade those to... actually, it's not actually an upgrade at all, is it? It's... these don't depend on solar panel 1s. We'll just use solar panel 2s. We'll just do another build for solar panels 2 later, and then maybe we just... can I get rid of these things? Yeah. Yeah, we'll just turn the ones in here into satellites if we need to, or whatever. But that's going to give us at least some kind of environmentally responsible power source. How are these guys going? Are these guys actually... Is that going to be too close? I don't think that's going to be too close. We want to do something like... I don't think it's going to be too close. If we have it here, for example... Yeah, that's not going to be too close. We can go and do a bunch of defense here. This will be fine. Yeah, so let's... Although I don't have the radars down. Getting the radars down would be a thing that the bots could really help me with. I mean, more of the radars. Because I've got this radar. Is it actually in a good place at all? I mean, we're now half straddling these, but I think that's probably fine. Can I have... There we go, there's the other radar. Okay, so this is... This one's in kind of a weird spot, isn't it? Whatever. I don't know if we're keeping that for very long either. But if we can get this defense down before... I mean, we're almost certain... Yeah, the pollution cloud is nowhere near here. We've just went and taken a bunch of territory. The other thing is that these roboports, and none of these roboports, and also a bunch of this stuff, are not going to be able to stay long term. So let's just put... Let's put that in now, and also these ones, so that we'll have this roboport connection around the outside when we get rid of these things in the middle. So that's going to have probably a lot of yeah, no bots free. Maybe I should have let them build the landmines before we did that. Oh well, never mind. We're going to go off and do other things now. Yeah, I wanted these extra pump jacks. The plan is going to be... How many oil spots do I have here? 3, 6, 9, 13. So I need... Is it steel that I'm waiting on? Yes. So make all of... Oh, okay, we're not doing that. Oh, because I have all of... Yeah, I have all of this copper and all of this iron, and I should in fact have just taken... Okay, so the iron can live here. Get out my inventory. The copper, I'm not even using that stuff, so... Actually, I did need chips though, didn't I? And then I needed a lot more pipes. Okay, and then probably also cogs. I have not automated pump jacks yet, and I might just not automate pump jacks for a while, because these... Yeah, these 13 pump jacks here are also the only oil I can see. So I don't know if I'm going to need more pump jacks at all. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully we can get all that defense done pretty quickly, although to just give the bots a lot more jobs. Okay, so what else do I need? I also need a lot more of... I need to make sure that... What else can I get rid of this stuff, and then can I get rid of... I must be able to get rid of these guys somewhere. Yeah, it's a little bit better. You have stuff over here. I've got like poles and steel and things like that. You can have stuff as well. Okay, I did also need... I needed more silos, so let's figure out where I had tanks and grab these. And then do I even have aluminium in... Yeah, because I made these boxes for aluminium. And then... They're not filling up because this stuff actually isn't backing up, so oh well. That box doesn't need to be there, that can be a general storage. I'm just giving bots more jobs, I'm sure they'll be fine with it. Yeah, needed aluminium, don't really have any aluminium. I think there was a thing over here. Somewhere over here I had a couple of boxes. Yeah, this box down here has some amount of aluminium in it, which will probably fit in my inventory. There we go. Which might let me build some number of... It's going to let me build 2 more silos. These silo things are pretty expensive. Okay. Sure, we'll just grab some of that steel off the belt. It'll be fine. Yeah, those are the 2 silos I can build with the aluminium I've got. I'm going to need more silos than that. I think actually... yeah, I think we're going to do a couple of other things first. Like, I definitely... Can I just start throwing this stuff down, though? Not really, because the bots don't have silos. Okay, we're going to have to go back to that later. The first... The first thing, one of the many things that I need to kind of concurrently do is grab some of this titanium. Where is... Yeah, that can go there. Oh yeah, the other thing that struck me is I've got somewhere like right here. I've got these 2 boxes of train fuel that I made ages ago, which is this like fancy upgraded train fuel that I'm not using for anything. I'm not even using it for these trains. Oh well, sad noises. Let's head back to where I've got this fiberglass, because I should have a bunch of fiberglass on a train at this point. Yeah, yeah, a bunch of fiberglass on a train. Yeah, I think this is definitely all gonna fill up my stuff, and I'm going to have this all backed up, so that's kind of okay. Yeah, because the thing I wanted to do was... Wait, do I have everything else I need? Maybe I have everything else I need. Maybe I need to go back and get concrete and mining drills, and also crystals. Okay, that was not what I expected. Sure. In that case, give me some of the stuff. And we'll go and get... I was just at where the concrete was as well. Can I actually get in here? Yeah, I can. Okay, so I need... Let's make a couple of these. I need electric mining drills, crystals. The crystals were on a train right next to where I just got this titanium, oh well, and some electric mining drills. And then we're going to build one of these things and look at how it works and figure out something. I don't know what, whether there are any... I mean, they're probably good. They're a kind of free source of stone. How many of these... 30 concrete each? Okay, so that's enough for like 6 of them, which is probably enough. Oh, and I also wanted... Yeah, this is not really the reason why we're here, but as we're here, we're going to take a bunch of stone just to take back to the mall to build a lot of refineries with, because we're doing oil stuff soon, right? That's a thing. Crystals I need from over here, which I've got on a train. Mining drills were the other thing that I needed, which I've probably got in a box, but we're going to have... That's a lot of mining drills, isn't it? I'm not making this many of these things. This box here wants all the stone, and then I can make more refineries, because I'm going to need more refineries. Then bots are probably still all busy. Yeah, bots getting jobs done. These guys needed... Oh, these guys just needed neodymium. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Running all the way back to the place I just was. It's pretty standard. None of these trains are actually... Oh, this train does have a schedule, doesn't he? Yeah, this is all the crystals you're going to get for a while. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, let's have 6 of these things. And then these crystals can go back, and then this other titanium can go back. And we will build one of these things and just slap it somewhere and see how we feel about this thing as a source of stone. Because my impression is... can't be beaconed, which is, I mean, sure, a little bit of a shame. Crafting speed 1 megawatt power, 20 pollution a minute. That's kind of a big thing. Does it... It takes... Oh, interesting. The drill is coded... So this drill is coded as a fuel that only works in this mining drill. So it doesn't actually need a power connection. So the 20 pollution a minute is the thing that it does, and I can't efficiency module it. Getting nuclear power won't make this any cleaner. This is just a fixed cost thing. But, so 80 megajoules, 1 megawatt fuel usage. So each drill will last for about 80 seconds. Okay, sure. And then... Each of these... Yeah, I've got a couple of recipes for dealing with that stone, don't I? I've got, like, this basic one of just, like, crush it into rock, and then I've got this other one of chemical plant with the acid that I have to worry about outputs more, but also just straight up gets me more stone. Let's get a chemical plant down and have a look at that recipe. This one, yeah. Can I prod mod this? I probably can't prod mod this. Yeah, no, I can't. Okay, never mind. So, this is 1 rock fragment in half a second. And it gets me 10 stone a second if I can keep that going at that rate. Which is nominally 3 of these things, except that there's also a 25% rock fragment coming out. So maybe, like, I was wondering if I could do a direct insertion thing if I had, like, more of these in some other pattern around this guy. But the fact that there's like, 10 stone a second, which is more than half a belt, unless I'm doing red belt, which I don't have yet. There's this extra stone to deal with. There's the fluid inputs and the fluid outputs. I think we're just gonna have a bunch of these somewhere, and then we're gonna get all those stone fragments and put them on a belt or something, and then all of these guys are going to be in an adjacent cell where we can treat them a little bit better. And also I think I remember seeing somewhere that those guys had some upgrades. Where's the stone crushing thing? There's the stone crushing thing. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, there's 4 levels of stone quarries. So if I ratioed all of this stuff together so that I had these guys direct inserting into chemical plants, that could make it more difficult to conserve those ratios when we upgrade these stone quarries, which is a thing we might get around to doing later. So I think we'll... Is this... Actually, what are these things stacked to? They're stacked to 100. Okay, sure. And then... Oh wait, are these things... These things might not be as bad for pollution as I thought they might be. I assumed they'd be pretty bad because they're just free stuff. But the thing is, 20 pollution a minute. A normal mining drill is still 10 a minute, and gives me 1 stone every 2 seconds. Whereas this thing is 20 pollution a minute, yeah, but it gives me 1 of these rocks every 1.5 seconds, but each of these rocks with the chemical plant thing ends up about 6 stone. So this thing here is kind of twice as pollution efficient as a normal miner. I mean, not as good as having put the efficiency modules in the miners like we've got. But also there's all the other processing of the chemical plants and things. But this probably works out more pollution efficient than just a normal miner on stone, which is interesting. Okay, so yeah, definitely going to get into that later. Things I want first include... Yeah, let's... actually, the first thing I want to do... There's a number of things I want to do. I also want to get... Yeah, these guys doing fine. I also want to figure out how I'm going to put the rest of these green chips on a train. And that might just happen, like, here. Because all this stuff is backing up on the iron, and some of these guys aren't running, and I'm going to need green chips on a train for a bunch of things. So this might just be how we get green chips, like some source of green chips. So actually, let's go over there and deal with all of that, and then we'll look at getting this pump jack stuff sorted out. Yes, just go here. Otherwise, science is kind of going at the rate of blue science, which is fine. Do I have any non-blue sciences that I want? Not really. Flamethrowers, maybe. Defender robots, maybe. Pretty much everything else is, like, needing blue science, so, like, whatever. And I'm pretty sure that's going at a fairly decent rate now anyway. 1 hour. Where's my blue science? Military science 3.1k. Green and red. Blue science. So we're actually 155 science. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, sure. That's our beacon rate. It's fine. Okay. Let's figure out how to get... I do have some of these guys. Yeah, we'll just play on the tracks, it'll be fine. Okay, we'll do that. We'll then have these guys going underneath. And we'll say we'll push both of these. We'll let most of that flow through. Then we'll get this stuff. Potentially both belts. And then we're just going to do, yeah, this pretty normal thing. That can go there, this one can go, okay, put that in a different place, whatever. And yeah, this is going to get us, it's going to get this thing fully up to speed with whatever that speed is. We're going to have another green chips train here. I think this is our first green chips train, isn't it? Let's put this thing down so that I can wire these things together. This is going to be... This is going to be my have green chips thing. The thing is, I don't actually plan on doing anything with this yet. There's like definitely places where I want to have green chips on a train. Green chips greater than... These things stack to actually quite a lot, don't they? Let's go 3,500, sure, whatever. Do I have... I've only got 3 wagons, that's a little bit of a shame. Can I actually put a 4th wagon? Okay, you guys are just going to be... Yeah, I'm just going to put green chips in boxes a lot. Rubber ports are still doing a thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let's go and see if we can build, or at least line up some kind of petrochem thing, which we want to be down here for. Is everything's probably going... Yeah, all of that's kind of stopped, because I guess the base isn't using all that much of it. This guy is... super slow because I blasted the gas. Yes, so I in fact definitely do need to get this new petrochem's node doing a thing, which means I need to get aluminium to do a silo thing somewhere. Yeah, so also need to figure out where I'm going to put all of this processing. This is a thing that's going to take a little bit of time. Yeah. Which grids shall I use? Because I kind of want to have... I want to run this together a bit. Because I kind of want to end up with... I do in fact have 4 silos. Okay. Maybe we can line this up then. Yeah, we're going to go this way, because why not? This down here... Yeah, we're going to get this pattern, which we quite like. And put it over here. Yeah, and then flip all of those. And the idea is this is going to be a crude oil station. And then fluids, crude oil. Yep. All of this kind of stuff. These, I mean, it's... Actually, this doesn't get a combinator, does it? It just gets wired straight to the tank. And then... Yeah, these guys want to pump in here, but the thing I want to do... We'll build petrochem like here and in maybe one of these adjacent ones. This is probably going to be a build that spills over again. But the plan of this is going to be... These guys will pump in here, and the petrochem will use it, but at some point these guys might run down and this might not keep up, at which point we can reverse all of these pumps, turn this into a train station that requests crude oil, and may probably also wire these pumps to the tanks so that they only try... No, it's going to be wire the station to the tank, yeah. Did I actually put this condition in? I've actually not put anything in. Let's go... let's go 40. That's definitely going to be enough to... Because the thing I was thinking about is, like, this setup is kind of weird. Like, I need to be able to fit 100... I need to be able to get 100 oil to put on a train, but because I've only got 3 of these. Whatever, that's fine. Yeah, so we'll be able to pivot this thing into a station that receives crude later. Actually, the other thing I wanted to look at, which I don't have any of them on me at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. Bots can bring me some of these things. Yeah, the thing I wanted to look at was... Where is... yeah, which of these recipes was the one I wanted to use for the oil processing? Because I've got... Yeah, so this one takes 100 crude oil. Actually, for the first stage, given that I definitely need to... I need to fortify... Yeah, I need to fortify both my gas production for this stuff and also the fiberglass plastic that we just built that is also running low on gas over here. And then also, actually, because this train station is closer to the other places provisioning it, this station is going to take all of the gas. Well, okay, until this builds up. After this is built up, then the red chips will get gas again. So the red chips might generally be... And I've also got... Not that... Okay, so there's actually quite a few red chips still there, aren't they? This is lane balance, so it's fine. Then over here we've still got a lot of red chips. So yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. Bots are... still building a lot of stuff, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, so I don't need to make a decision now about which of the oil processings we're using. Maybe when we're doing the acid version of this, maybe, because I kind of want to take that from crude as well. But the question is, how many of these can I fit in a kind of responsible pattern over here? Because the other thing about doing it here is I'm definitely going to need... In fact, it's going to be... I'm going to have multiple train stations here, aren't I? Because I think getting... It's at least... we're going to start pumping this stuff in. Yeah, so I've got... yeah, so we've got... I need to get a lot more light oil and also gas. So we'll do a fairly normal... Okay, fine. And we'll do a fairly normal petrochem to start with. But also, when we're doing the acid, we've got the question of whether or not we build the thing with the kerosene or with a more normal needs sulfur and oil kind of thing. Yeah, needs sulfur and iron. And I haven't actually looked at which of those I would prefer at this point. And we're just gonna... Yeah, this one here... These are kind of lined up this way, almost for... I mean, is this going to be better for fluid throughput? It's probably not going to matter. I probably don't have enough of these to matter, but I think it's also we're going to arrange it like this, so that we're kind of spreading out... Yeah, so we're going to be pumping some of the stuff into each of these tanks, and they're going to slowly equilibrate, and that's going to be fine. Yeah, bot's going to turn up, get that done. Yeah, sure. What do we still have enough rail to be getting all this stuff done? We've got about 6,000 rail left, and we've made about 100 solar panels. Okay, fine. Yeah, because I'm going to need multiple stations. I'm going to need a station somewhere that does light oil. I think the water one we're going to have on the other side is going to be down here. Not there. Is there? Yeah, so this is... I'm going to have a water station here, and like I was wondering whether or not I really wanted to be training in water. And I think for all the power stuff, no, because I just need a ton of water. But for the oil processing, I don't need as much water, so I think I'm okay bringing a train in for water. Then I need... Do I still have... No, I don't. We need to figure out how many of these things we can get in and what kind of pattern we're going to use. I think we're just going to copy and paste this because, you know, of course we are. But the question is how and where. Wait, oh yeah, I guess because the bots haven't put the pipes in yet. Can I line up? Can I line up the inputs of this thing? Does that put the inputs kind of in line with... Does this one here... Can I get 6 of these in? Is that okay? It's not really okay, is it? It's a bit off. There's definitely issues with it. Although I could then immediately run. Like, could I have it down? Yeah, if I had a couple of underground pipes, then this could actually just straight up continue into the other side. So does this side line up well with... No, this side does not line up. Like, the water pipes on this side don't line up well with the fluid outputs over here, but whatever. Yeah, because the other thing I'm going to need is... Yeah, could I have... Maybe over this side? Because let's also make sure these are a beaconable space apart. So if I have them here, then... Yeah, then this beacon will... I would be able to... It'll be 2 squares into the top ones. Okay, so let's move this up 1 tile. So this way... Yeah, so now this oil is in line with the input from this tank. This oil is in line with the input from this tank. We're going to pump both of these as well. This is just going to be a solid connection. Oh well, feels bad, deal with it. Can I get... I've got 6 over there and 5 over here, okay. Can I get another line in up here? Because at the moment this is kind of only the same size, basically, as this thing that we already had, isn't it? Like, how many have we got here? We got 12 there? Yeah, I kind of want more. I want more than that. Also, is this thing here going to be a good place for a for a light oil tank? It might be. Might just be able to cheekily throw light oil trains here. Yeah, I think there's going to be light oil here, because this thing here is... Okay, so it's kind of in the way, isn't it? Do I need... Can I just take this back 1? Because this then lets me have pump here as well as going like that. Which means I can walk through here once I actually build these silos, which I can't yet. And the bots are complaining about not having silos, sure. And yeah, then these things also wanted to be... not there. And then I can, if I want to, beacon all of these things. Yeah, like beacons in the middle row here, yes. Will, in fact, grab both of those refineries. So that's going to be a thing that is going to be part of the plan. Let's just also put these things in here, because this is going to be a thing we want to do. Okay, so we've still got to get the water in. The other reason the water is over here is because I'm going to have the cracking here anyway. I also need to figure out how we're getting the outputs over here the outputs over here sort of around and back over here, because these things here for the light oil were going to be the thing that was going to circuit control. Do I have one of these? Yeah, I have one of these. Yeah, this here was going to circuit control whether or not we passed this light oil into the cracking. 40. Let's go with 50. So there's because this is eventually going to be power grid as well, which is for the moment still fine. Yeah. So the bots don't have the things they need. Can I get even more of these in? Like, can I line these up so that they maybe I could line... the water's going to be a little bit of a pain. Can we line those up? And then is this position one where I can beacon both of these things? No, they need to be closer if I'm going to beacon both of them. Like if I have a beacon... Yeah, if I have the beacons here... Okay, so let's be cheeky about that as well. And this also might put the water in a more accessible place. Put them here, and then I've got some but not a lot of space for beacons. I'm not going to be able to get too many beacons on this. I'm not sure I'm super happy about that. I will be able to get a ton of beacons through here, but then only a couple of beacons through here, which is like less. I think that makes me less happy. This is this. Yeah, that's going underground. There, you're fine. These guys need. That's going to power both of the pumps and also the So we've got. I guess not all of these pipes have actually been built yet. Bots are still getting some things done. Okay, so does that mean that this defensive line is so we've got another expansion over here. Oh well. That's probably landmines. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, these guys are powered, because otherwise these guys would be complaining about stuff. So this is all, they're connecting to these big power poles along the side, and also the stuff to the middle. Okay, whatever. So that's all nicely done. Yeah, this is going to give us. I mean, this stuff can be beaconed, but we're not going to do that till nuclear power anyway. We'll do. That's kind of an ugly place to do it. Let's do it. Whatever. Oh yeah, I needed the rest of the stuff as well, didn't I? I needed like this entire line here. Needs to be. Yeah, it doesn't quite. Will always work like that though. That's gonna be fine. Okay, so. And I can have pipes through there. This is... this crude doesn't need to continue. The crude can stop there, because this is all we're doing with the crude. So that's fine. So we've got all of this in here. I do need to connect... I would like to connect the light oil down here. This is... Yeah, this is fine, isn't it? Because then we can have... I'm not going to be able to fit through any of these gaps, am I? Okay, so that one I kind of fit through just because it hasn't actually been built yet. Okay. There's no place where it actually connects to both. There we go. Now we're connected to several of those things. Okay. So we've got all the light oil going in here. We're pump controlling the light oil out. We've got to get the heavy oil from here. We've got to get the heavy oil from both places, and also the gas. I think we just straight up crack this though. I don't think I care about. First of all, these guys can just have 1.5 million things. Cracking needs to go in here somewhere. This is going to be where the gas. No, this is going to be where water goes. So I'm also going to need. For gas, I could have one this way, which is going to look like that. No, that's kind of silly. That doesn't work, does it? These guys necessarily have to be here, not there. Yeah, we just blasted some of the power balls. It's fine. Wait, did they not even... Yeah, there. Because if we're in this grid, we've got to have trains here. And yeah, these guys now looking like where they should be. Yeah, and then these guys are also flipping. And so we're going to have... We'll have gas here, water here. These guys probably have... Yeah, they have all the oil they need. I'm not even putting water on a train at the moment. And then... Probably just circuit condition some of this stuff. But the thing I probably should investigate is it like this going to be a good... Yeah, I've actually got a little bit more than I wanted there, don't I? Let's put it down here and then clip off some of this stuff. Then put this somewhere. These are all beaconable. These are a little closer than they need to be beaconed, aren't they? This is... Yeah, so we can also again have pump like that. Let's also move this back one square, yeah, so that I can actually do this back several squares, can't I? Yeah, we can go here, so that this thing can line up with that, and then also one of this is a water. That's going to be a water input there to go like that. Somehow we've got to get this heavy oil. Can the heavy oil just go straight into the... Do I need to save any of the light oil I get from the heavy oil? Yeah, do I need to save any of the light oil from the heavy cracking, or can I just also crack that to gas? Not sure. Okay, we'll let bots build that. There's a bit of extra plumbing to do here that I might just like hack together in between episodes, because the other thing that's on my spidey sense is over here, yeah, 0.48, which means we're kinda close to big biters, and I wanted to do something about that as well. I think this has been an episode of several things that all got kinda half done, because we want to go and basically, yeah, we've claimed a lot of territory out here, which is nice. We're getting some expansions, but this is now just nice and secure and fine. There's actually still... Yeah, there's all of this stuff in here that no longer needs to be here at all. Let's just do that, and then we'll do the bottom half later when bots have built the rest of this thing, and then yeah, we'll get that bit of grid back. We'll get this bit of grid, and yeah, so this side is kind of complete. The next plan is we're kind of attempting to work our way towards... Are we working towards nuclear technology? We got some nuclear technology, didn't we? We got... Where is highly advanced purification? I got the uranium processing. Got nuclear fission energy somewhere down here. Solid fission. Solid fission sounds like a place I want to be. So I guess we just line up advanced uranium purification. Sounds like a thing that will probably be necessary. Why is this? Yeah, and then highly advanced purification, sure. Fission fuel refining, nuclear crafting, waste storage, okay, whatever. Get me the nuclear power. I would in fact like the nuclear power. So that's... Yeah, nuclear power is one of the three kind of medium-term goals. The others being purple science and yellow science, and we need more stone to get the purple science online. Oh, this is still here. This doesn't need to be here. We need to get more stone, which is kind of what this whole acid thing that we actually haven't built yet, but never mind, is what this whole fiberglass for these things and the titanium is for, to be able to do these stone miners that I think, yeah, these stone mining things to get us a lot more stone. But another part of that plan is nuclear power, for which I currently don't have any uranium other than this stuff here, and I'm also just polluting this whole area. And being close to big biters means I would rather claim all the territory I want before big biters are here, and then not actually bother pushing when big biters turn up, because it's going to be easier not to. So we're going to go... Yeah, I think this is going to be the last thing we do of this episode, while bots are bringing all the other... Do they have all the things they need? Some of them are missing some of the things they want. These guys are actually taking a bit of damage. Why? I still have the goggles on, don't I? Never mind. Yeah, so I think we're gonna push all of these bases, and we're gonna push them out of our cloud. We're going to... And this is also a thing that might happen in between, because that's what it looks like. I want to secure this aluminium, which means also pushing these two bases, and then we'll also be able to roboport all the way up here. Are bots done? bots are in fact not done. Are they still... Oh yeah, because I had them take away all of these landmines. Yeah, that'll give bots a lot of jobs. That's fine. So yeah, so this side is fine. And I reckon we've got enough of these resources here to get us through purple and yellow sites. And in fact, a bunch of these things... This is actually a really good time to get rid of all the stuff that's in the way, because there's not going to be any bots. There's not going to be any bots in these roboports. So we can get rid of all of this stuff. This is going to give us like a little section in the middle of our roboport network that doesn't actually have charging opportunities. But at this point we're also going around the edge of all of this, so we probably still have... Yeah, we'll have build range on all of that. We'll be able to disassemble all of it. So that's fine. Giving bots more jobs. Yeah, we're gonna... I'll probably also do the plumbing to get the rest of that... and I missed. Yeah, I did also do the rest of the plumbing to get the other oil node online. Haven't actually built acid yet. Acid is probably not going to be a straight copy-paste of this thing. Like, this thing later, I might even be able to copy all of this and drop it somewhere else if I want more oil processing, which is going to be fantastic. The acid itself, I think I still train in crude, and just build that as another node, so we're kind of not at that point yet. Power grid is still fine. Let's check the light oil supply over at this power grid, and this is... is this guy... Has this power grid has taken a delivery of light oil as well, which means I'm actually not running down the light oil, which is great. And then there's also solar panels which I can put in sometime later. Yeah, well, I'm going to go push some bases in between things. I don't think that's going to be super interesting. We've seen that before. Maybe we get some big batters next time, but whatever. We'll continue building out the roboport and building some new on-grid petrochem next time. Yeah, rail grid stuff.